After this video, I really hope that your perspective of trading drastically changed, because mine drastically changed as well when I started doing this in my trading, which is treating my trading like a business. Because as a trader, you're an entrepreneur. And if we look at top companies in the world, there's a specific procedure to make the most profit possible, which is also what we want in trading, is to improve our profitability and make the most profit possible. So we're going to go from step one all the way till the end, and we're going to explain everything. So that being said, let's get into the video. Before we start, guys, if we could do something called the YouTube business. The YouTube business is leaving a like, definitely just helps the content, show me that you guys enjoy it. Make sure to check the description for my official links. Follow me on Instagram, you can join the free Discord and all of that good stuff. That's out the way, let's get into the video, trading like a business. Let's go. So when it comes to trading like a business, we have to look at the first thing. What's the first thing of any business? Is the idea, the startup, what you're gonna sell, what product you're gonna do. And in trading, that is going to be the strategy, right? You don't open a pizza shop and then suddenly start developing real estate. It's not how it works. You have to focus on one thing. You either build yourself up. Let's say you're developing real estate. Maybe you start with flipping properties. Maybe you start with selling properties. Then you go into that. It's a stage by stage, but it's all in the same niche. Now in trading, you need to stay in the same niche. Whether you're going to be a smart money trader, whether you're going to be a price action trader, whether you're going to be a supply and demand trader, trend lines, you name it, you have to have a strategy that is proven and you're going to stick to that. You can't deviate doing different things. Otherwise, your business would fail or your trading would fail. Same thing, right? Going to go into number two, which is going to be budgeting. So budgeting, very important in trading here. So what do I mean by budgeting? So every business, when they have a startup here, they all have a budget. You set your yearly budget, right? So you set what you're going to spend in a year. You set what you're going to spend per month. This is all your budget. If not, you're going to go light your money on fire. So what do we need budgeting for? We need, number one, we need for your trading account, right? TA, we'll put that as TA, trading account. Number two, you need it for, I would say, support items, SI. Support items are going to be stuff like a back testing software, right? Possibly you invest in education. It's always important to invest in yourself, right? Invest in something like a back testing software to go and practice, because that's really important to get statistics and to prove yourself the strategy works, instead of what? Blowing money on a trading account. I see this happen all the time. You deposit into trade account, blow because you're trying to get rich quick. This is a marathon, not a sprint. You have to budget your trading account as well, and don't allow yourself to exceed that yearly budget. Otherwise, this becomes gambling and a money drain, and you're just going to redeposit and you're going to get stuck in this cycle of losing money. So budgeting, big part of trading, right? So the next part we're going to talk about is number three. And number three here is going to be operations. We're just going to put it as op, right? For operations, okay? So operations is a very important part of any business, right? Business have operations. So once they budget, now they have to use that budget and have an operation. So there's two types of operations you're going to have, which is your trading operations and of course your work operations. So number one is going to be your WF as workflow, right? Number two is going to be your TO as trading operations. And number three is going to be application, right? So application of all of that. So number one is workflow. Workflow means what is going to be your schedule, right? Set out study time, back testing time, because with routine, you build discipline, and discipline, you get shit done, right? So workflow. Having a time in the day where you study, a time in the day where you back test, and then of course the time where you're actually going to trade, which is going to be important, but that's more going to come in your trading operations. Now, trading operations are very important here. You can't go blind in trading. You have to have specific operations, a plan, right? Specific entry requirements, specific times to be at the charts. You have to have specific times that you can be at the charts, because those are the times where most likely a setup is going to form. That is very important. And the last point number three, is basically you have to follow point number one and two. It's as simple as that. If you don't follow point one and two, you're going to fail, as a business would fail if they didn't follow simple operations. Now, a business's job in the day is to follow the operations to yield a result. That's your job, regardless of what? The outcome. Regardless of the outcome, your job is to follow step one and two, because that's the only thing you have in your control. Everything else is outside of your control. Now, your trading plan should be comprised of what times you show at the charts. Number one, time. Okay. Number two should be your entry criteria and model. So let's say strat, that's your strat. Okay. Number three, your plan should have risk management as well, RM, right? So you need to be focusing on all of those stuff, you know. how much you risk per trade, stop loss placement, all of this stuff. That's in a trading plan. I'm gonna pop up an image of my trading plan video. Go watch that, that'll explain to you. But that's your trading operations. Your job is literally just to follow that. The rest is up to probability and statistics, right? So now you have the strategy, you have the startup, you've budgeted for the year, and now you have an operation protocol. Now you need to start doing business, right? You need to just run the business, right? So the last thing is going to be what? Scalability, right? You want to scale your business, right? Any business owner wants to scale, generate more profits, make more profits. Now, the way you're going to scale is to look at what? Your KPIs, right? What is your KPIs? Key performance indicator. Basically, what is the steps that are making you successful? Is it being patient? Is it waiting at certain times? Look at these KPIs and expand on them, right? The second thing really is, once you have a profitable strategy, it's as simple as this, and I'm keeping this video simple, is basically just going to be what? It's going to be scaling your risk. That's simple as that, right? So you have to look at what's your strengths and weaknesses, and you're going to see, fine, if I'm financially strained, I don't have access to capital, but I have the skill, then you're going to look down more of the funding challenges, right? Saying, hey, I have the skill, I could probably build my capital with funding. If you have access to capital, now you start going back to budgeting and said, I need to allocate more investment into myself in order to make more money. So that's going to take a bit of self-reflection. Now, the last thing is going to be what? Is going to be time, right? It's just going to take time. 90% of businesses fail. Most businesses don't even generate profits for the first 2 years. As Alex Hormody says, time x volume equals a skill. So if you do something well for long enough, you're going to get a skill. Simple as that. That's how you run a business, and that's how you treat trading like a business. So I really do hope that this video has helped you today, and definitely let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this type of video. With that being said, guys, take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace.